Welcome to the Positively You podcast. I'm your host, Jessie Larson, and I'm passionate about helping you shift the way you think so you can create a life you're absolutely obsessed with. Each week, I'll be bringing you a guest or a thought that's going to help you feel more optimistic and equipped to take real action. Get ready to push past limiting beliefs, ditch that negativity, and start showing up as the best and most positive version of you. Girl, let's do this. Hey, welcome back to the Positively You podcast. I'm Jessie. Thank you so much for pushing play today. I am excited about this episode and I cannot wait to talk to you, hang out with you for a little bit, and just leave you with a little bit of just feeling super awesome, lit up, and excited about your day and about your life and about you. So what I want to talk about today is confidence and just kind of the way that we feel about ourselves, the way that we talk to ourselves, our inner voice, and all of that goodness. So feeling confident, feeling beautiful, feeling like sexy, and just all around good. It is such an amazing feeling. And unfortunately, it's a feeling that sometimes as women is a little bit elusive, and we don't allow ourselves to feel that good as often as we should. I mean, how easy is it to stand in front of a mirror and pick apart every little thing? It reminds me of the scene in Mean Girls when they're all over at Regina George's house and they're standing in front of the mirror and just complaining like, my hips are huge, I hate my calves, my nail beds suck. And they're just like going in a line complaining about different parts of their body, right? And I hate it. And it's so funny. And we all related to that movie because it was true. And I don't want that to be true. I don't want that to be our normal. So the other day, my daughter was in the bathroom getting ready for school and she was brushing her hair and I was just walking past and I peeked in to see how she was doing. And I noticed her looking in the mirror. She was brushing her hair and she set down the brush and she looked herself straight in the eye in the mirror and she just kind of smiled and was like, I'm so pretty. And she didn't know that I was there. And, I just kind of walked away. And I was so floored and excited. And I was like, I love that she just sat there and that's all she saw. She just looked in the mirror and was like, I'm so pretty. And like, she was just so content and pleased. And it wasn't because she was excited to go to school and that other people were going to think she was pretty or that she was like needing, and pretty's irrelevant or whatever, but she felt good and confident and she gave herself a compliment out loud. And I just thought to myself, oh my gosh, you're 8. I hope you hold on to this. Like it's going to go away and I don't want it to. And I stopped myself a little bit and I thought, okay, I'm not sure at the age at which I lost that or the age that any of us lose that. But somewhere in our lives, we started to become more and more self-conscious. It wasn't enough any longer to just think nice things about ourselves. But we started to become obsessed and dependent upon what other people thought about us. And little by little, that chips away at us. Do they think I'm pretty? Am I as pretty as her? Am I good enough? All of these thoughts start going through our head. And at some point, we give away our own power and we trade it in for needing validation and praise and acceptance from other people. And that wears on us. And it was wearing on me. And over the past few years, I have really been on a journey in so many aspects of my life, but in this area in particular, I've been on and been really focused on being able to love myself more. And let me tell you, it has definitely been a journey. It's been like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, 3 steps forward, 5, you get the point. But the other day, I actually caught myself, I was passing and I caught myself in the mirror and I thought, dang, I'm really beautiful. And then I stopped and I was like, whoa, where did that come from? Like that thought caught me more by surprise, because that's definitely not the normal. I mean, was I being self-absorbed? Was I being conceited? Was I being prideful? Like, only those kind of people think those things, right? Like, who would think that or even dare say that out loud to themselves or to other people? But it was a good feeling to walk past that mirror and not be like, oh, I need to go fix something. But to walk past and be like, oh, I like the way I am. I like the way I look. I like the way I feel. And I was like, I want to feel this more. I like this. This is better than the other way. It feels so freaking good to like yourself. And so I started paying attention to that feeling more and more when I did feel it, and taking notice of the days that I felt really good and the weeks that, I felt just really good and I liked myself and I didn't feel like I was nitpicking everything and comparing and wishing I could change this or that. And as I've been noticing and been more aware of those things, there was two things that it made me think. Number one, I love feeling this way. And number two, I want everyone to feel this way. I mean, can you imagine the kind of world that we could live in if we all liked or even loved ourselves? We could stop spending so much time and energy complaining and wishing and comparing and wanting to change this or that or whatever. And we could actually go and do some pretty flippin' amazing things. Think of the world that would be if all of us felt like the 7-year-old or 8-year-old version of ourselves that just thought we were amazing and awesome and beautiful and pretty. So, how did I get to this point that is not a point, it's, a constant thing? And how can you get closer to that too? So I have been thinking and meditating, and I've talked it out with Connor, and I've talked it out with friends, and I've been, listening to different people who are super, super confident and just coming up with all of the things that I was like, what helped me take a couple steps forward, right? It's not an end point. I don't wake up tomorrow and be like, and I'm good. I love myself forever. The end. I wish that would be amazing. And, but it's a step in the right direction every single day. And so I was thinking, how do we get there? What are those things? What can we do? And I came up with 4 things. And obviously I narrowed it down and kind of just had to stop at 4 because there could be a million bajillion things that can help you on this, right? But one or all of these might be a useful tool to you. So here are the 4 that I came up with. Number 1, your mindset and your self-talk. I've said it 100 times, and I'll say it 10,000 more times, that change starts in your head and that the way that you talk to yourself matters. And that's where you have to start. You have to, notice those negative thoughts. If you see something, oh, that was stupid, or oh, those wrinkles, or oh, whatever negative thought that you have pop in your head, you got to notice those first, and you got to stop. Stop. And even if you can't stop, just at least add in a positive thought, right? I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. Or come up with something that you love about yourself, right? And say that over and over and over again to yourself. It has to start in your head. If you are always putting yourself down, that's like having like this internet troll bully live in your head, and that is not fun at all. You need your like bestie in your head, your hype girl. You can be your hype girl. So it starts there. It starts in your mind. Okay, so number 2 is getting dressed every day. So I used to live in my workout clothes. I would stay in my leggings, stay in a sports bra, leave a top bun in literally all day, every day. And I didn't realize that was having such an impact on the way that I felt about myself, because I wasn't taking time for myself. I was just ending a day and rushing through without ever taking the time or effort to put into my appearance. And it's not like appearance matters, but it does. It's the same reason with like making your bed. Like, the bed is fine. The bed still functions as I need it to every single day, whether or not I make it or not, right? I still have a place to sleep. It's still comfortable. It still does what I need it to do. But on the days when that bed is made up and I've got the pillows on there and it is all like beautiful and everything, it has just elevated. And I love my bed. I love my room. I want to be in there more. It's a calming place. It's the same thing with getting dressed every day. I'm still the same Jessie, whether or not I'm in leggings and a top bun or whether I've put on jeans and a shirt. So my worth doesn't change. My value doesn't change at all. But that level, that vibe is raised. And suddenly, I show up better and I'm able to run errands without worrying that I'm going to run into so-and-so at the grocery store. Or if someone wants to, hurry up and run out somewhere, I'm not like, oh, I'm not ready yet. Hold on, give me an extra hour. So it's just elevating that vibe just a little bit. And holy cow, I did not even realize what that was doing for my confidence, but it was making it step little by little up and up and up. All right, so number 3 is getting out of your comfort zone more. This might seem like, what? How is that going to help my confidence? But it is. The more often you can push yourself to do something out of your normal routine, the more chances you get to prove yourself that you are freaking awesome. My friend Brittany is absolutely amazing at this. She runs the account Get Out There Girl. She's been on here before. I will link her episode below. But we've talked about this, that when you push yourself out of your comfort zone, when you try new things, it does wonders for you, because it's just those little repetitive things that tell your brain over and over again, like, oh, that's cool. Like, I did this. You're just get to be proud of yourself. When you're proud of yourself, you feel good about yourself. You're more confident. Like, it's just this amazing energy when you can start doing that. And it doesn't have to be like humongous things. Like, I'm going to go scuba diving with sharks. Like, that would definitely be out of my comfort zone, but also hard to make happen. It's not something I can do every day. But like, something as simple as, I wouldn't normally wear the color red, but I'm going to wear it. Or overalls are really in. I don't know if I can pull them off, but I want to. Let's put them on. I'm using that as an example because I literally did that a little while ago where I put overalls on. I have had those sitting in my drawer for months, probably years actually. And I was like, whatever. I've seen all these other people wear them. They're super cute. Totally out of my comfort zone. I feel super awkward. Let's throw them on. And I loved it. They were so fun. Like, and, then it gave me confidence for the next time to be like, okay, if I could wear that, I can wear this. And, it seems so silly. I know it does. But just even those little things of like trying something out of your comfort zone, even like trying new food. I don't really love, like seafood or sushi or anything like that. But anytime that I've gone and I've like tried something new, I'm like, are you so proud of me? Are you so proud of me? Look what I did. And like, you're just excited about something that you did, which then helps you feel awesome about yourself, boosts your confidence, and you're just living more elevated, right? Which is what we want. All right. And the 4th thing that I kind of was thinking about is accepting compliments. All right. So let me walk you through this. When you get a compliment, there are a couple of things that we do all the time. And I've noticed this in myself and in other people. First thing is to downplay it, right? Like, oh, I can't even think of a thing, like a comment or whatever. You look so pretty today. Like, oh, thank you. I'm so tired. Or like, oh, this is like 3-day-old hair. Or like, you know what I mean? We do that all the time. Like we barely accept the compliment, or we're just like, oh, this old thing, like, and we just downplay whatever. Like, you did so good at that. Be like, yeah, well, I totally messed up at this one part. Didn't you hear that? Or whatever, right? We are masters at downplaying a compliment, or we cannot just accept it without complimenting back. I have found myself doing this so many times, like, oh my goodness, your hair looks so cute today. I don't know. I'm coming up with like the most random compliments. And I would be like, oh yeah, thank you. I love your, and then I'm like panicking to find something that I can compliment them on. That's like super insincere. And be like, just, you don't have to, like, it's fine. Learn to just say thank you. And holy cow, when I made this a goal, I have the funniest goals, by the way. Like, goal number 1, accept compliments. People be like, wow, really? Like, shoot for the moon, Jess. But hear me out. I really did have a goal that I wanted to get better at accepting compliments. And so the goal was, when I get a compliment, I just say thank you. And that sounds so simple. It was so hard for me. Like, it made me feel so uncomfortable to get a compliment of, like, wow, you look really strong. Or I don't even know, guys. It's so hard to come up with like random compliments off the top of your head. For me to be like, oh, thank you. The end. Like, just sit there. And like, it would like stir inside me to be like, I need to be like, but I've worked really hard at it. Or like, you're strong too. And just come up with something to say. So the more that I've learned to just accept it and say thank you, the more that that compliment gets to just sit with me, and then I can believe it. And then I can sit there and be like, wow, that was a really nice thing of them to say. And then it helps me to be able to compliment other people without wanting or expecting something back. All right, so let's recap those really quick. Number 1 is mindset and the way that you talk to yourself. Make it positive. However little that needs to be, positive self-talk about yourself. Number 2, get dressed every day. Show up that makes you feel elevated. Number 3 is get out of your comfort zone more often than you can. And number 4 is learn to accept compliments. All right, so obviously there's like 10 million things more that you could probably do to boost your confidence and be able to fall more in love with yourself. But this is a starting point. You know, I'm all about starting small. So even just pick one of these things to work on and see how just that one little shift will ever so slightly start shifting the way that you see yourself. Start changing that. Start putting you into a place where you're like, I freaking love myself. Because that is an amazing, amazing feeling to be in. And I want that for every single one of you. When I look at you or hear you or connect with you, I just want you to feel so amazing and love yourself. I just want you to love yourself so much. And so I know that these are 4 small little tips, but if they help you, then they help you to move just a little bit closer to being able to be like, I like me. I really like me. All right. That's what I have for you for today. I will talk to you all next week. Have a great week. Thank you for hanging out with me again today. I'm so glad you pressed play. If you want to take a quick second to share this episode with someone you think would love it too, that would be amazing. If you're loving the show, make sure you go and leave a review on iTunes. Reviews are like magic for podcasts, and your review will help get this show into the ears of more amazing women just like you. And come find me over on Instagram. I'm there at positively.jessie, and I cannot wait to hang out with you some more. So until next time, have an amazing week.